Hello, everybody. This is Lauren of Plan Mosh Plan. Welcome back to another plan with me. This week I'm really excited because this is actually a double plan with me. So I'm going to be doing both of the spreads that you just are seeing here now. The first one is the kit I'm showing you right now from Panda Bird Design. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of the name of this kit? Is it called Changes maybe? I don't know. It's a kit that I've hung on to literally. I bought it in the fall knowing that I wanted to use it for Valentine's Day, or knowing that I wanted to use it as a February kit. You're seeing me having jumped ahead because the first part, like laying down the base, I actually did with Rachel, my friend of Gathered Plans, on an Instagram live. So I'm going to try to remember to link the Instagram live in the description if you want to see her and I just chatting and hanging out, and me laying down the base of this kit. If you have any questions about any of the stickers that I used, definitely feel free to let me know. The second part of the plan with me is going to be from Two Little Bees. It's the Hygge kit. Both of these, well, the reason that I'm kind of putting them together is because I'm just so behind on planning. And I needed to catch up, but both of these are like, okay, so for Valentine's Day, they're both kind of like romantic, soft, pink, pretty kits, which I like to do in February. I like to use a lot of romantic kind of kits in February. Neither of them are like hit you in the face Valentine's Day kits, but I feel like they are both just romantic and pretty and pink. So we celebrated Valentine's Day this weekend, the week of February 7th. We went out of town and celebrated it this weekend, but Valentine's Day wasn't until Monday the 14th. So I also kind of used a pink kit and pulled a lot of hearts and stuff in for that week too. So I'm just combining them. And then from here on out, all of my plan with me's will be spring. And that was just like the easiest way in my brain to separate the two of like, okay, I was behind, but I'll be done with winter, done with February kind of kits. And then from here on out, I'm like current and in the season that we're in. So that's my brain. Okay, let me talk a little bit about what I laid down on Monday and just some of the stuff from the base. I used some Bloom Paper Studio lace headers across the top. So those are all underneath the headers from the kit there. I'm so excited. Bloom Paper Studio has transparent matte paper now. So I'm going to be going back and getting some of my favorites, like these lace headers in transparent matte. That's definitely on my list. I also used a Bloom Paper Studio big lace circle to mark that my cousin and her husband bought a house, which was really exciting. They just moved here from the East Coast, and they had been doing the whole house hunting thing for a while as well, so they got it. And then at the bottom I marked watching men's figure skating. It was the Olympics. I think that was when Nathan Chen won, maybe something like that. So something that I love to do with Panda Bird Design kits is, and I love to do it with all sorts of kits, but I feel like I really started and got my groove doing this with Panda Bird Design kits, which is layering a mini box from the Pretty Pink Co. that's whited out with a foil border over top her half and third boxes. Hers have always just been like a pattern. They haven't ever had any whited out stuff, but they're really soft and delicate and not very opaque patterns. So that's kind of where I got the start of putting those layering the mini boxes on top to get that whited out, and then you get just this really nice like wash of color and light pattern in the background. I'm doing that again here on Tuesday to mark meal prepping. What else did I do on Tuesday? I had an early morning. I marked my meetings, and then I marked that Tay and Shanice of Shantae Plans and Planners and Tacos went live together. It was the first time I'd ever seen Shanice on a live, and she's so delightful. And of course, y'all know Tay is one of my best friends, so I obviously think she's delightful too. But that was really nice and enjoyable. And then, yes, I just did a big meal prep this day. So there's that. Let's see, trying to catch up on some of the other stuff here too. The headers, or the divider that I layered in between the full boxes and the headers, those are from Sadie Stickers. They're one of my favorites. And then this is another similar to how I layer the third boxes over top, or the mini boxes over top third and half boxes. I take the Crafts by Towie scallop quarter boxes and layer those on top of the quarter boxes from the kit, and I think that looks really nice. The florals in this kit were just super watercolor, and there's also some like sketch florals, very different than what I normally work with, but just so enjoyable, much more like soft and watercolory. That's in general how I feel about Panda Bird design. Jess, how she designs things, they're just softer and like less in your face clip art, I feel like, than a lot of the other stuff on the market. Her style is so unique and different from anything else that you're gonna find. So I have a lot of fun whenever I use her kits because I feel like that style meshes really well with mine, and I just have such an easy time using her kits for that reason. What else did I do this day? I picked some stuff up from my apartment, kind of boring, went to Target, looking for home decor. I don't think I ended up buying any home decor because I'm really trying to like elevate my home decor, and instead of buying whatever like the trendy fad kind of stuff at Target is from, Magnolia or whatever, Joanna Gaines or Studio McGee, I'm trying to spend money in a more like intentional way and get things that are going to last and be more classic than whatever's like trendy and cheap. So I like went in and then I was like, yeah, no, I don't need any of this. Like, this isn't worth it. And then what else? Okay, I marked filming a haul. I used some of the rectangular shadow boxes from the Panda Bird Designs and Gathered Plans collab, the Gathered Layers collection. I used a lot of stuff from that in the spread, obviously, like that just goes really well together because they're both designed by Jess, and so it just fits really well in with her kits, I think. That stuff is now back in the shop, by the way. Most of the things that I use consistently in my Plan With Me's that I pull in a lot, most of that stuff is back in her shop. So if you missed it the first couple times, the favorites are back. So definitely go check that out. I have a coupon code. I didn't mention that yet for Panda Bird Design. It's Lauren15 for 15% off, and I also have a freebie. So if you want this kit or any of the other Panda Bird Design stuff I'm using, like the Gathered Layers collection, you can use that for 15% off. I'm marking a meeting up here, just taking a little, like, I don't even know what that sticker is from the kit. It's a tiny little washi strip. And then again, probably my favorite thing from the Gathered Layers collection ended up being those little mini scallops, or mini tacos on transparent matte paper. They're just so good for layering florals with. I just think it's such a pretty, like, yeah, pretty layering moment. So I really made that one meeting look very fancy in my planner. I'm marking a meditation that I did at work. It was like, there's a Crafts by Towie girl. I didn't mention this. I say this in all my Plan With Me's though. But all of my foiled my foiled icons are from Crafts by Towie. All of my doodled icons are from White Deer Stationery. So that girl is from Crafts by Towie. It was just one of those moments where I was like, oh, corporate culture has gone too far, because I was like sitting doing a meditation, like essentially in a Zoom meeting, and they were playing like the Calm app, and LeBron James was like talking about being calm or whatever, meditating over like Zoom from the app, and I was like, this is not relaxed. I do not feel I should be working. I would feel more relaxed if I was just working. Anyways, I just had a giggle at that. I thought maybe someone else might think that's funny too. Okay, so then I marked filming a Plan With Me here, and then at the bottom there with the rain boots and the pots, I marked boiling the garden, which sounds so funny, but yeah, you all know, if you've watched any of my previous Plan With Me's, that we've been having a serious ant issue, and they were in the garden beds. So half of my battle was that I couldn't use any like real insecticide or pesticide because I had to be able to, preserve the soil. We were going to grow vegetables out of the soil. And I did so much research and was looking at every product and like was reading like studies from people with PhDs and like everything. I was doing all the research, and I finally like got in contact with somebody at a website for pest control, and they were like, and I was trying to explain the issue, and they're like, what if you pour boiling water on top of the ants' nest in the garden? They're like, and I was like, that is genius. And you know what? It worked. So if you ever have that problem, if you ever have ants in your garden and you don't want to poison your soil, pour boiling water on it, and that kills them. So anyways, okay, there's that. Enough ant talk. Okay, so moving on to Friday, I marked we had guys doing yard work at our house this day, and then the following week you'll see it as well. We were just getting our backyard kind of ready for spring, just kind of clearing out leaves and all that kind of stuff. So that started at 9 a.m. this day. We also had the cleaners come. But the real exciting thing was we took a half day at work, and Stephen, for my Christmas present and slash Valentine's present, got us a night away in Healdsburg, which is basically wine country. So that was really fun. We drove up to Healdsburg this day. I marked that we had lunch at Russian River, which is a brewery. I think they probably have Russian River beer all over the US, but I don't know. So we had lunch there, did some flights there. I marked that with a Crafts by Towie flight and some florals. And then we did a date night at Dry Creek Kitchen, which is an incredible restaurant in Healdsburg. So good. They actually had one of those like pre-fixed kind of menus that they do for Valentine's Day. You know, if you go to a nice restaurant, a lot of times they do that. But it was like I don't know, like a 5-course meal, 7-course meal or something, and all of the food, you still got to pick out what you wanted, and all of the food was so good, and we just had such a great time. We were there for hours and hours, and it was like just a super romantic kind of place and just incredible food. I really recommend it if you're in the area, and I'm kind of a foodie, you know, so I'm like, that's a good one for sure. Check it out if you're ever up there. For a little wine country date. Okay, so then the next day I marked we had a really nice breakfast at the hotel that we were staying at, Hotel Healdsburg. Again, great hotel if you're ever in the area. Cute little like inn, but it's in the square. So I marked that with a White Deer stationary breakfast sticker, which like I don't know how often you get to use those, so I was very excited to be able to pull that into the spread. And then the other part of my gift from Stephen was he got me a massage at the hotel spa, which was really, really nice. So I marked that with a Crafts by Towie sticker, and again, using that same technique that I used all throughout the spread, layering the mini boxes from the Pretty Pink Co. over top of the boxes from the kit, and then layering florals and icons and etc. etc. After my massage was done, we went and walked around the square. Healdsburg is like Sonoma, for if anybody's ever been to Sonoma, California people probably have, where there's like a big kind of square and there's tons of hotels and shops and wineries and tasting rooms and all that kind of stuff around the square. Healdsburg is very similar if you've ever been there before. So we went and got coffee at a really cute little cafe, and then just walked around the square looking at shops and stuff. We also went and grabbed lunch right after that at Oakville Grocer, which is again in like Napa wine country Sonoma area. They have one in Napa also. It's a very like popular little kind of deli grocery store, but it has very like high-end wines and cheeses and nuts and oils and spices and all that kind of stuff, but also as a deli. So we got lunch there, but also did a lot of shopping in the grocery store, because it's not even a grocery store, it's just like it's like cured meats and cheeses and oils and vinegars, that sort of thing. Mustards, I got a lot of mustards, stuff like that. And then I marked at the very bottom, we drove back home that night, and I think we got Chick-fil-A, we went to Target, and we started doing a bunch of party prep that night, because we were hosting our first party at our house the next day. So I'm just layering some, I think those little really dainty dividers that I put around that are from Miss Meow. She has some really dainty ones, so does the Pretty Pink Co. I don't think I mentioned too, the ones that I used at the very bottom of each column that I'm placing down right here, those are all from Dash of Sun Designs, the like thick ones that kind of really are like a hard stop at the end of the column. Yeah, what else did I use in here that I didn't mention? Most of the dots that I used, I think, were from the Pretty Pink Co. or Miss and Meow, the dot clusters, and then the snowflakes were all from Sadie Stickers. Most of the foiled florals that I used in this kit were also from Sadie Stickers. I think that's everything. Again, leave me a comment if you want to know anything else that I missed. Okay, so down here, or sorry, down, I meant up here at the top of Sunday, I am marking with a scallop from the kit that Stephen and I were pretty much prepping for the party all day today. We were having a Super Bowl party at our house. We kept it pretty chill and did like potluck style, so everybody brought stuff. And we also like just ordered a bunch of stuff. I made some really small, simple things, but I was like I was like, I'm gonna be out of town, the day before, and like I don't have it in me to like cook all day and clean and whatever and just make that happen. So it was definitely a lot of ordering stuff. So I marked all the things that we ordered that was either like delivered or Stephen picked up, using the 3 heart checklist from the kit here. And then I love that, what's that called? Divider? No, flourish. I love that flourish from the kit. Those are so pretty. I'm super picky about flourishes. I don't know what it is, but I think that is such a nice one. It looks very like delicate to me. And then of course, again, using the same trick that I used all throughout the spread, and I am using the mini box from the Pretty Pink Co. and the layering with some Sadie stickers, streamers, as well as a Crafts by Towie football helmet to mark that we had the Super Bowl party at our house. So it was really fun. It was the first time a lot of my family was seeing our new house, which was really nice. And like I said, our yard had been all cleaned up, and it was a beautiful day that day. So people were kind of in and out, and just tons of food and fun stuff, etc. So we had a really, really great night and day doing that. I'm showing you the leftovers, what's left of the kit here. I used a lot of what was left in the kit, for sure. I had a lot of floral sheets. Jess actually was really kind and sent me an extra. I think I had 4 of them using, by the time I was, while I was using this kit. But I had used half of one of them already for a previous kit that I did in October. So I was already down by half for that one. And then it looks like I have a lot of leftover florals. And I say this all the time. Like when you see me laying down, you're going to be like, Lauren, that's a full sheet worth of florals at least right there, which is true. However, I'm really particular and picky about my florals. So my favorite florals from the sheets, those are all gone. Those I used. Those were gone early in the week. So even though I have a lot left over, it's like a lot of the same stuff that I didn't use as much. And then a few things that I did like and I just had leftovers of. But that's why I get so many sheets, is because I want the like creme de la creme of the florals. I want the best ones. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So that's the finished spread. This is normally where I would be leaving you, but we luckily are going to, oh, more shots of the finished spread. Oh goodness. Okay, here we go. Now we are moving over, boom, to the Two Little Bees kit. So this is the Hygge kit from Two Little Bees. So soft and pretty. I just loved the color palette of this one. The pink that she chose for this kit is so pretty. This, when I think she sent this one to me, I don't think I purchased it. I think it was maybe a surprise, and as soon as I got it and was really looking at it, I was like, this feels like February. Like this is my February mood for sure. Which, I'm also showing you, I pulled in some Sadie stickers florals, 2 different sheets, some blue ones, and then the other ones that are not blue that I didn't end up pulling in that much. What are they called? I have them right here. These are the Home Sweet Home florals, were the green ones. I love those florals. I didn't get that kit, but I want an excuse to use those florals because they're so pretty. The florals that came with this kit, she actually used them in one of her fall kits that was really popular. I didn't have it, but it was one that had like bright orange leaves and blue. It was like blue and orange and looked kind of like, I don't know, I remember there being a tree with falling leaves in it. So these are those same florals, and I was a little nervous about using them because the kit is so pretty, the colors are so pretty, and the florals are really pretty for sure, but they are not the same kind of size and shape of florals that I'm accustomed to. So I got a little bit nervous and pulled in some Sadie Stickers ones. I think that it turned out well. I probably could have totally just gotten away with using the Two Little Bees ones though, to be honest. I don't know that using the Sadie Stickers one really added that much to this. I don't think you can tell, and I think it probably would have been fine, but anyways. Right here I'm playing with the date covers, which, by the way, I put the dates down so wrong. This is, like I said, the week of February 14th, Valentine's Day, and I marked it as February 31st, and then the 1st. First of all, there is no 31st in February, so there's that. And then, I gotta pull up the date dots. I don't even know, which is probably a good thing because I covered up them with the florals for the most part. That was a whole mess. Anyway, so what I did was I took the floral trims from the add-on sheets that you can purchase, the add-on functional sheet, and I kind of made my own floral trim strip. I've been really enjoying floral trim strips. I hope that shops start making kit add-ons that you could purchase those with. I think they're so fun to use in the date cover area. And then I just took her date covers and layered them behind it. That really pretty lace washi that I'm using up top underneath it instead of like a header is from Paper Trail Plans. I think that's such a bold like lace washi that's so pretty. Normally I don't go for stickers that are super bold, but I kind of took a chance with this one and I really, really liked how it ended up. And then all the hearts that I'm layering, honestly, I got a couple like freebies that came in clutch from one was from Sadie Stickers and then a few were from the Pretty Pink Co. So most of the hearts and like Valentine specific deco that I pulled into the spread were from those two freebies. I did not buy like any Valentine specific deco this year, so that's where all that came from. I placed enough orders with those shops that it ended up working out. I also pulled in some heart clusters from the Giving Girl, but most of them were from either Sadie Stickers or the Pretty Pink Co. Oh, I did buy the Sadie Stickers heart clusters. That's not true. Yeah. So I did buy those, but everything else was from freebies. Okay, in the upper left-hand corner, I used a hanging sign from Crafts by Towie, layered with the Paper Trail Plans February script to mark the month up there. I thought that was really pretty and layered some florals with it. And then for the sidebar, I'm doing a pretty standard sidebar, honestly. It's nothing too exciting. I took the leftover of the washi strip that I trimmed. I wish that those were it's like, on that Paper Trail Plans sheet that you have those lace washi strips. They both of them go the full width of the like sheet. I wish that they were formatted so that you had one that went the full width and then one that you could break up to use like in your sidebar and then on Monday through Wednesday, but oh well. I cut it up. It doesn't look very even because it isn't formatted to be even that way, but that's okay. And then what else did I do? Lots of kind of hanging hearts and heart florals or heart deco. Again, like the XOXO divider, that's all from the Pretty Pink Co. Same with the hanging hearts. She has such good seasonal foil deco. She really does a great job of it. And then I thought this was cute. I took the like clipboard from the kit and then I took the just one of the pieces of clip art of the girl like reading with her glasses and her coffee sitting on the floor to mark my week of working from home, which was week 101 of working from home. The previous week was 100 weeks of working from home. And then, oh, that was a weird cut. Sorry about that. Anyways, just layering that with florals and foiling. Yeah, just adding more florals and adding more foil throughout here. I kind of struggled a little bit with the adding foil in this spread just because I had like been just I don't know, kind of like resting on my laurels a bit in January and February, like early February, and using so many foiled snowflakes everywhere. And then I also had quite a good collection of like winter foiled branches from Sadie Stickers, and at this point I don't think I had filmed my haul of like spring stuff from Sadie Stickers, so I didn't have any spring foiled branches, and all my foiled branches from last year, I've been liking the new ones that Sadie Stickers has put out a lot more than my old ones from like Honey Inked and stuff. Plus those are all on glossy paper, which I really don't like to use anymore. So I kind of struggled with that this week. You'll see I didn't consistently like add foiled florals and branches and leaves and stuff behind the florals like I normally do. I didn't do that consistently this week so much. I think part of it too was the florals from Two Little Bees like that's not the right vibe. Like I don't know. They're just too small, I think. The little pieces are too small for that to really look good. The ones from Sadie Stickers, it probably would have looked better, but yeah, anyways. Okay, so on Monday, the 14th, not the 31st, I was marking that it was Valentine's Day up here. I never use those scalloped hearts from Two Little Bees. This, I think, maybe was literally the first time that I've pulled that out of the kit because normally that's like not my thing, but for Valentine's Day I thought that was pretty cute. Again, the script is from Paper Trail Plans, the hanging hearts are from the Pretty Pinko, and all the heart deco is from the Pretty Pinko or Sadie stickers. The landscapers were back this day starting at 7 a.m. So I used a very cute lawnmower from White Deer Stationery to mark that. I also used a bow. I think all of the side bows that I used in this kit were from Sadie stickers, so I put that on the side. And then again, I used 2 of the honey inked foiled branches behind that, like the florals that I put behind the lawnmower. I don't think that looks great, honestly. I was kind of out of my flow there, so I needed to I think actually I've already started working on my next like spring spread, and I have the spring florals that I picked up from the Pretty Pinko and Sadie stickers have been working well for me, so this was just an off week, I think, with that. Okay, the divider that I'm using at the bottom of all of the boxes, full boxes, is from Sadie Stickers. That's the like mini scallop, the dainty scallop. And then I actually used the same divider. Oh, I left it off on Wednesday, I'm noticing. You'll see in a sec. I used the same divider in between the header and the full boxes as I did last week. It's also from Sadie Stickers, and that's part of her permanent collection. So love that. Okay. On Monday, I am marking that my mother-in-law brought us over a bunch of treats. She's great in that she's like a baker. She loves to bake, and so she just had baked a bunch of stuff, cookies, and um she baked this is kind of a funny story. I don't know if this is going to be funny to anybody else but me, but she kind of like baked something to like make fun of Steven, if that makes sense, which is hilarious. So she I don't know. This is good. I'm gonna tell the story. Hope you enjoy it. Anyway, so one time when we were dating, like a long time ago, Steven was spending the like weekend at my house with my family, and something that my family has always done. This is one of those things where you grow up doing it one way, and it never even occurs to you that other people in other households probably do this a different way. But in my family, my parents are like pretty healthy people, don't eat a lot of junk food or sweets, but my mom has a soft spot for donuts. So growing up, every once in a while on weekends, if everybody was home and it was a nice weekend or something, she or my dad would go grab donuts and bring them home. And there was generally like maybe sometimes there was enough donuts for everybody to have one, or maybe sometimes they just grab a couple and we'd all share. You could have if there was enough for everybody to have one, you could have your own donut if you wanted to, except for apple fritters. Apple fritters, there was always one apple fritter, and the apple fritter was not anybody's. The apple fritter was everybody's. And the way my family eats apple fritters is it just kind of sits out on the counter all day long, and anytime anybody goes in the kitchen, they just pull a little piece off, and that's how we eat apple fritters. It is a communal apple fritter in my house. Steven did not know this at the time that he was spending the day with us, and he ate the entire apple fritter himself, and he had to like watch every single one of us come into the kitchen and be like, who ate the apple fritter? And it's just like this long-standing family joke. And anyways, my mother-in-law knows the story and thinks it's very funny, and she found an apple fritter cake and baked him an apple fritter cake and she had a good laugh at that, and I also had a good laugh at that. I thought it was funny. So she brought us over that evening. Okay, now I've talked through all of Tuesday. Sorry, we knew we were going to get a rambly plan with me. When it's 40 minutes long, I got to talk about something, besides just the stickers. Okay, so Tuesday, landscapers came back. The divider there, again, is from the Pretty Pinko, as is a lot of the other hearts, and then that wheelbarrow was actually from the Crafts by Towie Spring Sampler. I thought that was really cute to mark having landscapers there. And then a lot of the other stuff, again, same thing that I've mentioned previously. I don't want to be too repetitive, but foiled icons are from Crafts by Towie. Doodle icons are from White Deer Stationery, although the coffee cup there was from the kit, which I really enjoyed. Yeah, so okay, moving on to Wednesday, I marked up top here using some rain boots from the kit that I am like struggling very hard to layer perfectly with like just I have layered them over and then under and then over that floral to mark that we had a gardening day. I think those rain boots from Crafts by Tower are so cute. That's a good example though, how I layered those boots. I feel like you can really see it there of like why it's so important to me when I'm shopping from sticker shops that I get florals that have a really thin white border around them that don't have a really chunky white border, because that's the kind of layering I love to do where I'm like weaving stickers under and over and under, and when there's a thick white border it just does not work at all. It's not possible. It doesn't look good. Like it's not even really possible. So love that. And then the flourish divider that I use there is also from Pan Bird Design, not from a kit, but like I said, I really do like her flourish dividers. Next, I marked editing a plan with me, taking a bow from the Pretty Pink Co. and a little heart from Sadie, that little City Stickers like clusters sheet, and putting it over top the heart on the cloud planner, which I thought was really cute. And then I'm taking florals and then more of those City Stickers dividers to put on either side of the third box. I really like doing that when I like if I add florals where they look like they're peeking out from over top or beneath a box, I like to put a divider a lot of times in between them, especially one that I'm using throughout the week. Again, I marked a meeting with the little, like little tiny fancy box from the kit. Whenever I use a Two Little Bees kit, I always use those to mark my meetings. I kind of alternated between marking meetings with like, the laptop from the kit or the coffee cup or White Your Stationery pens, and then a floral on the other side. And but what stayed consistent was the little fancy boxes. And then down at the very bottom right there, I'm showing you the whole rest of the week, but I didn't really do a lot on Wednesday. So instead of marking like, I don't know what else I did, probably made dinner or something like that, I just did a little deco scene using some of the deco and the florals from both the kit and then Sadie stickers. And then I took a gathered layers in Panda Bird Design mini taco. Again, same thing that I used in the previous week. I love those mini tacos, and just did a little floral scene. Okay, moving on to Thursday, I marked my meetings very similarly to the way that I marked it on Thursday, and then I also marked this day that I went and picked up coffee. I'm taking a White Deer Stationery icon and a heart from the Pretty Pinko sampler. I really like when she includes those quarter boxes in her kits. As always, if you've watched my haul or pretty much anybody, any other like planner YouTuber with a similar kind of style, I feel like we always talk about in sticker hauls that Two Little Bees switches up her style, not her style, but she switches up her kits. A lot of sticker shops, they have like a format of their kit and they just kind of like plug and place new clip art and florals into their design every week. And Maria is kind of constantly changing things up and changing the stickers that are in the kits, and she kind of like cycles through a lot of the same stuff, but she also adds new stuff and she just tweaks things very often. So one of the things that she'll kind of cycle in between is adding those quarter boxes that are notched, and I just think they look really nice and classic, and I'm a really big fan of those. Okay, so the rest of Thursday I marked doing a voiceover. I uploaded a plan with me, and I used a scallop from, again, the Gathered Layers collection with Panda Bird Design. I don't have it right in front of me, so I can't tell you the colorway, but if you have this kit, this kind of like dusty blue color is a perfect match for this kit, so that was really great. And then Steven and I door dashed this evening and just used Crafts by Towie icon and some florals to mark that. Okay, moving on to Friday, I am marking something that I do for work like once a month. That's a really big deal. It goes out to my entire company. So I always like to mark it on, even though I don't really mark work things in my planner aside from meetings, for the most part, I do like to mark this every week or every month, because it's just like such a big part of my day whenever I have to do this. So I took a clipboard from the kit. That's the clipboard that I put on my freebie, and she now, I think there was a good response to it on my freebie, so she now puts them in her kits again. They're not foiled in the kit, so I just added a pretty Pinkco bow, which actually looks very similar to the bows that she has, to do that. And then of course more florals and icons, etc. I marked that I took a walk to Starbucks this day. This is the first time in probably 5 years that I haven't lived like directly, like had a Starbucks basically in my lobby. Now I have to walk like 2 blocks to go to Starbucks, which is totally fine. But I'm just noticing that I'm marking Starbucks in my planner a lot less, because my last apartment literally it was like basically in my lobby, so I would just go all the time. Yeah, but we also, well, I was gonna say, we also used to have one basically in my lobby at my office, and now I'm back in the office and that one doesn't exist anymore. And there's a Starbucks like across the street and 1 block up, and my coworker and I were like laughing about how like now we have to walk across the street to get a Starbucks. And I don't know, I just thought that was funny, because it's literally like there's 2 more within eyesight of my building, but we were like upset that ours was gone. Okay, so I also marked just a bunch of like little things that I did this day using a checklist from the kit. I always talk about how I love Maria's checklist. I'm not a huge checklist person for whatever reason, but the ones that Maria puts in her kit, like the way she has designed them, I think is so cute. So I always find a way to add those in, generally by just like generally when I'm memory planning, I do a lot more things than I actually put into my planner, and I just kind of pick and choose what I have the right icons for or what I want to remember or whatever. But whenever I'm using a Two Little Bees kit, I will always kind of find a way to mark a bunch of random errands or to-dos or whatever's and use some of her checklist there. I also skipped over it, but we had a date night this evening, and it was at a brewery, so I was able to use the Brew Flight sticker from Crafts by Towie that I'm obsessed with. It's such a good flow. First of all, it's an adorable sticker, but it has such a good flow, and I love like layering florals underneath it. So love that. And then, up on Saturday, I marked that I had a really lazy morning. I think I was out of third boxes by this time. I need more third boxes and kits. I'm like, I don't know why. I feel like everyone talks about how they love third boxes and everyone talks about how they want third boxes, but for whatever reason, kits still don't have a whole lot of third boxes in them. I don't know. Do you notice this? Is this just me? Do me a favor. I would love to see in the comments below, just write down like what the perfect amount of third boxes included in a kit would be for you. And like what you like them to look like. If you like them to be whited out, or if you like them to be patterned, if you like them to have clip art or not, and then how many you would like to have. I'd love to see that. And if you're a shop owner watching this, you should look at the comments too and see, because I feel like people are going to say they want more. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Okay, so what else did I do? I marked that I just had a big filming and editing day. I finished a haul. I also marked that I did a lot of garden research this day. I used a little seed packet from White Deer Stationery. So cute. We're going to be planting out our spring garden the next week, so I had been doing a lot of research, but I just was like really kind of gearing up on this day. And then down here, using 2 of the squares from the functional add-on page, I offset those, and then I used that really cute heart banner and a Crafts by Towie cocktail to mark that we went on a double date with my cousin and her husband at this great restaurant called Bull Valley Roadhouse. If you're in the Bay Area and you're watching this and you haven't been there before, it's in the tiniest little town. I can't remember what the town is called, but like it's a town you've never heard of, and it has like less than 200 people live there, which I'm sure for some of you in some parts of the country or other parts of the world that sounds totally normal, but in the Bay Area, for us to be able to drive to a place like that is just so unheard of. Like it's impossibly unheard of for that to be like 20 minutes away and you like don't even know it exists. But anyways, it's the cutest, tiniest little town ever, and it has the best restaurant in it. So if you're in the Bay Area, that's a recommendation for you if you're a foodie. Okay, next up I am marking using another one. Oh, I'm going real fast. Sorry, this is so out of frame, but up top I marked that Steven brought me coffee in bed. Did I talk about this in my last week? I think I did. No, I didn't. I don't know. I talk about it in Plan With Me's all the time, but every few weekends, there'll be a day where Steven wakes up before me and makes me coffee, and I drink coffee in bed, and I just have a nice, lovely, relaxing morning in bed with coffee, and it's my favorite thing ever. So I love marking that in my planner whenever that gets to happen. I marked uploading a haul this day, and I also, right here, again, I'm so sorry, I'm so out of frame, but I'm taking a quarter box and some more of those pretty pinko heart dividers and a little apron from the kit, another Sadie Stickers bow, and a Sadie Stickers heart. To mark that, I made some appetizers. Went to the grocery store and picked out some stuff to make some appetizers because this was a 3-day weekend, so we went over to Steven's parents' house, which I'm marking right here, on Sunday night, and they had been planning this since Christmas. For Christmas, Steven's dad's company had sent him like some really nice frozen lobsters and these giant, beautiful tomahawk steaks that were like incredible. And then we also all love this winery that Steven's parents are members at. It's a really nice winery, and they do like a tomahawk I think it's a Zinfandel or a Cabernet, I can't remember, but it's a really nice red wine. So they had this plan to do like a tomahawk night where we had the tomahawk steaks and the tomahawk wine and the lobster, and we just had like the biggest feast with the 4 of us, and it was so fun and delightful. So that's what I marked using the Crafts by Towie wine glass there. I'm showing you my leftovers. I have not put these into my leftover sticker book yet, so I'm just showing you what I have left over. I will put all of those into the leftover sticker book, but I figured this video was long enough as it is, and I just shouldn't wait to do my nails to film that section. I should just edit and get this up. So but I promise that the leftovers are going into the sticker book. I just didn't film it. But here is the spread. I think it turned out so beautifully. I wasn't sure about it with the florals and all that, but I just love how it turned out. Just super pretty and romantic. I hope you enjoyed these really romantic kind of double Plan With Me's. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you're staying safe and well. And I think that's pretty much it for me. Thanks, everybody. Bye.